are going for the trophy. On say Obi Bada so the Nations FC wants to play in Africa. Inti I don't know ehu. Iti ode ba be hwe ene ensemnya Christian say bi adedin
yame adu chairman
ye de amiase and Masona Nation and me say we you know that on nam social media Lamine Yamal and Jude Bellingham argument no as I say settled and
more than settled and no akra go na say but to say no am hear me say more than settled
is it settled
more than settled chairman. It doesn't mean Jude is not. He's
Lamine for Ballon d'Or.
He's best in the world. So we can't play a ball in India. But if you are very hard at it will come down to the voting. So it depends on what the journalists who knows football are also going to vote. But I say, can they say those playing carry? Who's here? Can't say we how long ago say. Or more ball currently. Who be a wide news only boss Lamine Yamal one how carry a baby. Because I say me match me say me ah this thing boy and praying no crack. Instead they be a maybe a better in your shoes. And to say they may be ano a better form. But may say a be a me more. Miss me to me I media. It's great, and it's all for football.
Say Ballon d'Or dem say Barcelona for the lady.
But
so say be buy na e the lady.
And the offer said Dembele na eji.
So they also Dembele.
Enyame na miss you.
Oh man,
a story number
okay.
Almost according to the bookmakers.
Service to football, as I say.
According to the bookmakers.
No, me say Dembele na ni lead.
Okay.
Yeah.
The last one.
Dembele.
Dembele was second with the last one.
Dembele. The arrangement na we
the last one.
Dembele first.
Arrangement in a buy no. Lamine Yamal lead kai. Na Dembele tosu mi no. Say trend do video no picture now.
Trend what is a trend
Yamal was number 1.
Dembele.
No, they say the same goal now.
They say you trademark Yamal
goes outside the box.
I said you see Kelly ball.
One and any trademark for Iron Robin.
Iron Robin.
Samren pass or the ball took on and also now or bend it beto. Sab a penalty was now. Oh yeah, the ball beto watch them.
Oh, her ball now who's a quaver bash is unim
do a baby about apart from Yansuma. And on who say because bend the ball or the fast side is so bad diver corner or is our body free. Chairman, Odom say, are they influencing voting or more big in the industry, the opinion?
Yeah.
Yakasa says here, maybe some treat Biama a trend.
But it looks like voting, no. So Ballon d'Or voting, it always goes right. I don't know. It always goes right. Because journalists now, almost they always get it right.
I say, no, any season, year. It's a real season now.
And I'm also the number be influencing. But said Dembele the PSG Champions League.
One who covers Scalia. What the ball?
But it looks like it's a Dembele Dean and I say
because French number Kvaratskhelia joining just January.
Yeah.
At PSG.
Yeah.
That time now Dembele want to take care of that with PSG
and struggle or champions. Almost started so.
But Andy, Dembele is French.
Yes,
he's playing for PSG.
Yes.
Now PSG who's the one more. Now Messi Messi because
PSG.
Exactly. Dembele is the one they will shoot up.
Yeah. Now send out because 100 top nations, 100 journalists never. It's a French issue name them. And one disadvantage that.
But the French issue comes in because they have influence. They be Mbappe, you know.
Okay.
One could do that. And I myself, the PSG the Champions League and
yes,
first place, Lamine. The last round the buy no. Lamine was number 1.
Oh, her French league now. Comparative, we compare the other nations now. We see it to be weaker. Into we a best player in top scorer French league and when carry. Baby, I bet what Dembele Champions League. The numbers amazing.
But Champions
man
League
of the match I was saying no. And
no. You could a Dembele final.
If
he exerts himself in the final
in the game, I bet you may shooting.
He will give it a Ballon.
Champions League final near 31st May.
Yes.
You will UEFA Nations League. Spain are in the semi-final. Or in France. In Spain, everybody France free.
That France
semi-final. We are talking about the extreme. They play like Champions League in a way. But UEFA Nations League, Spain was semi-final. Only France abo. Now Lamine Yamal show.
Obey so.
Then Spain qualify for the final. The other semi-final is Germany and Portugal. Now if you are Germany and now Portugal in the final, then Lamine Yamal also steals the show. So, recency bias.
So in your recency bias, now it is up to the two of them to
finish hard.
In fact, they have to win it for themselves. It's not like someone who you need someone to flop before you. Why I say it's in your hands. Because for Dembele, if Dembele wants to win the Ballon d'Or, he should win the Champions League with PSG. He should make sure that he eliminates Spain in the Nations League. Then
also exert himself like you said.
What I say, I mean,
Dembele
now then who
Dembele no ankasa no ye bisan say no between Lamine Yamal bobo
so
do you applaud the fish for swimming?
The fish
for swimming.
I mean that's
Lamine
teaching.
The Dembele, you know, it doesn't surprise anybody. I say Dembele Jumanoye is known for that. Lamine Yamal did the surprise aspect. I'm
not surprised me. Dembele surprise me. I'm not surprised me. Me say
Dembele no who no Barca and
Dembele show Barcelona.
That was the challenge. Dembele was in an injury situation. Dembele if Barcelona no Xavi Paredes on. We wanted him to stay.
He played
sometimes, you know, I didn't want to make it turns out to be a blessing in disguise.
Sometimes.
Yeah, Kasei. Said Dembele anko eno stay ya. And Lamine Yamal be a French player. Because Dembele up there. And Lamine Yamal ya koda fe na ufri muba. Said the Real Madrid e yusu ada guleno. E bia sa den ke be yusu abranche fe Lamine Yamal. Etika playing time na Lamine Yamal enya. What me said the whole year no. Because a branch friend Dembele left. Oh, free one no. Then we have no option than to play that 17-year-old boy. El Barcelona set up no. But Chama me see idea influence decision making no. Influencers me boa. Chama say we are see from influencers.
Of course.
Okay. Trend yanko or the yanko treat na media man na in the industry. What they've said about a branch here. The friend Lamine Yamal. The other two be I think that the first one Medema no Kupama. Chairman Enra after the game.
On top of me.
But Kupama
I feel like everything they do just goes through him. And just when you watch him, just mad. You can tell the way he plays that he's confident, he's got no fear, and I love watching him. Kopama tweets about Lamine Yamal.
Okay. Let's go to Bukayo Saka.
Bukayo Saka. So Bukayo Saka and Lamine Yamal, he's top man. He's top man. Doing what he's doing at his age. What can you say? He's unreal. It's not normal. No one does it. I don't think I've seen that level from a 17-year-old.
Okay. Yanko BBC.
BBC, why not throw BBC? Wow, good
BBC say Lamine Yamal talent about once in every 50 years.
Just like Messi.
Once in every 50 years.
The way say a talent that comes along every 50 years. Genius Yamal still show.
Okay. My man have been told you so Enra Antonio Rudiger. They asked him say Sisi Ayeka say talents pa wine. Or say straight ahead Lamine Yamal. Antonio Rudiger.
I agree.
Okay.
That is not in doubt. As I'm not someone young when I say the talent of Yamal is not in doubt. It's unquestionable. In fact, me personally, or starting and okay, we see players like this, but trust me, the guy is top player. Ballon d'Or.
Okay.
As it stands on the lead, followed by Dembele. And make say Dembele is playing the final of the Champions League. If it becomes a Dembele show, Dembele Besana. Second, Nations League. Say Nations League match no koye Dembele na ko bi enya top game. Now France progress here. Dembele win the Ballon d'Or. But say enya Dembele show our final that Dembele san home neko ye Yamal show our Nations League now
and so be change
the dynamics
yeah basa for nyina I see a copy e Inter Milan for the Champions League final last year and Ballon d'Or for this specific criteria I gina so e award Ballon d'Or no e man chama yenhwe criteria gina so see be team dey award play before the Ballon d'Or. Chairman, I think say Dembele any Abrante Feno Lamine Yamal tick all the boxes. Last year we
Ballon d'Or is awarded based on 3 main criteria. 1, individual performances, decisive and impressive character.
Impressive character. No.
And Two, team performances and achievements. 3, class and fair play. And I think the both players, fair play.
I mean, fair play, so check my high up there. Fair play, like maybe a cards, and I coach me. Discipline record, high up there.
And I've seen Dembele so sa.
And now Dembele they don't
check. When you look at us, when you just one. First one, I'm patching any day, man. Individual performances, decisive and impressive character. And it's 60-40 for Lamine Yamal.
It's not true.
Lamine is more impressive. This is impressive character.
Dembele Subaintino. Omoni Arsenal no coach dropping.
And I the super say
no. That's
no. I don't count. I say Tobase, Christian. Ya character na. Ya kanu ni super way through. Ya shano on the field of play Tobase. Mr. Christian. Madu Mike no Tobase. Ya ka field of play character. Adia have Vini. Nenyomo ye your park so ne ntokwa okoko oni fans you know Dembele nyasa problem ni bida oni ni coach nya problem we kire nka ho etime gofa mombe says am is the
coach Freddy coach Freddy was he
pharmacy ga go Champions League
player because of disciplinary reasons the coach are dropping for a crucial game also the character no doesn't count. Because I'm optics, I'm a camera, so I'm young.
There's
when you drop because of character.
Yamal
you was not dropped by the coach because of character wise. Coaching dropping because of the character wise. Luis Enrique dropping because of character. Subainti.
Mention it for.
Good friend.
Speculations. With the Christian, they can say speculations. We don't really know exactly what happened in TBM dropping. It could be the Christian Canyon, it could also be Senyan Okre. It's no, there's a basi you choose a player for Ballon d'Or. I don't think that should come in. In regards to Dembele, personally, I feel so Dembele better this year. I really feel so better this year. I mean, Yamal, 17, still not hitting the peak. He probably hit his peak from the age of 22.
Hey, Real Madrid for Munkafra. Real Madrid for Nana Kafra or Munkafra. Go to
Dembele family and Kebemi demo because we're bread. And I consistently for the past 2-3 years, and I think he's been really good. This year, I would say Dembele all day. Yamal, he's got all the chance in the world to win it again, and I will feel say at some point we could win it 3 or 4 times at least.
Then has it feels this year Dembele because they say the current ranking Yamal and the lead.
I mean, say it comes back to votes. And so personally, if I was to vote, I can vote on Dembele. The style of play better for me. I really feel. And rats. So we had a game. No more warm ups before now. It was just how good anymore because now I'm warm ups and I'm starting some shooting. So I'm doing no boss abone, but sometimes you mean Spanish defenders now knowing say or left footer and the left foot is very sweet. If you don't send him inside all the time to try and shoot because the one man is over, the chances of so shoot on his left, I'll only really high compared to the right footed. And as a right foot, so chances never cross the ball.
but all the time no show no honma even defender no in the side when say go foul no it was out of the box.
Yes,
you don't allow him to shoot.
Coach, you don't blame the Spanish referee. Interpro is
Atletico into me.
It's not about the Spanish defenders. Think coach here Inter and continue the same thing there. Then you blame Spanish defenders, but or predictable. But as a unim so Obaba Yadu, but you have no solution.
Nediana kweza Messi dia.
Yeah, unim so Obaba Yadu.
Obaba so obetron, unim sa no betrafa, but uye hu hwie ni. But the guy is good. The guy, that talent, the last was Lionel Messi.
Means I always say,
and Messi free muna. There's another guy.
Football is made for left-footed players. Personally, that's what I believe. The left-footed players to me, you know, especially when they're attacking players.
Okay.
Eddie so be say onion say. Omo free. Most of the time, the left-footers are number 10s and as a wingers no. Omo free. So there, you get the best out of them, and I feel that's what Barcelona has done to get the best out of him.
And I feel say as a Flick in him how to use him. He knows how to get the best out of him, and the guy is.
It's not just confidence. The technicalities of the game. No, he's top. Or you're born with it. So maybe one match they make an intimate no. And they play to his strengths. Say okay, you be defend, you be man who high, and these are his areas will be to affect him, and they're born in that areas and that's what how. All the time.
Wow.
I say there, and then many of the past coach aba. The best decision and now the best signing of last season in terms of a movement, Mbappe moving to Real Madrid. Chairman said there's no question about it. In terms of movement, player.
Okay, yeah.
For free, you mean?
You know, in terms of Gina, I think said there's no movement bigger than Mbappe moving from PSG to Real Madrid.
Yeah, you're right.
But I think the best signing of the season, you know, Barcelona getting Hansi Flick.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Because that is the game changer.
Okay.
I remember very well. Set up my Barcelona for far Hansi Flick, you know. And the Bayer story. Xavi called him and told him, it wasn't going to be easy. Basa bra na yepe Sergi Busquets replacement who. Xavi ba no ko Girona ko va akwada ni ti ontimi aeroplane
oda wase bye
ori mi o
oda wase
ontimi amo ye ja ne kwa amane ko Barcelona are restricted by finances. Players are near poor nyina to play that in position no ye ntimi ankwa nkoto Martin Zubimendi any other players ye ja ori mi o kwa amane ko. Coach Hansi Flick came, went to Barcelona's academy. Ekofa another 17-year-old boy Marc Bernard. Marc Bernard best started na no, it was just amazing. As a fa and Fofi Antoata, Marc Bernard best 6 games into the season and Okupraye. Chairman Marc Bernard Okupraye no. Hans Flick esa ko Barcelona team bi ni bim. And Ekofa Marc Casado den buy.
Casado there no okay Barca squad no last.
But say no onye player now onye playing times are so coach ni say their branch or say a youngster and the boss have rule no. So we have Barcelona squad now this year La Liga the youngest squad in La Liga all the 20 teams in La Liga no Barcelona squad the youngest average squad youngest average age of 25 years. Now most of the players are too influential no chairman below 22 years. Lamine Yamal is 17, Pedri is 22, Kubasi is to 18 years, Alejandro Bade is 21 years, Marc Bernard was 17 years, Casado 21 years, and look at what he did to them. Last year, under Xavi, and Ubekaya, Dembele was so frustrated. Said, "Ose born said there cry na edu 60 bin te uniform." Rafinha. Obo said there ya obetimi a go, obetimi a assist, obetimi a influence game na but minute 60 Xavi be uniform. But coach we buy apart from say odin kra na ye adwuma no. Yenhwe the old players na akoye say omo kra no omo ntimi mbo no. Level odun ba kwa kodru. Let's look at Rafinha. Let's look at Abrante Feno, Frankie de Jong. Let's look at Ejus Kundi. Let's look at player back one numbers of one penny here cry, yes, center back no, defender no. Inigo Martinez. But if you're asking me the best center back in La Liga this season, Inigo Martinez. And Sam Quadano do mu ye adwuma no. And then penifo na obaya Frankie de Jong chama Lewandowski and Xavi. Na de bia na nechi de polo. difficult for him to score. And Papa and he realized that. And what changes anytime Biana Lewandowski be attack Biano, he must rather be facing the goal rather than say the Chile be goal post. And I think say Juma Ayina no see na Papa friend no Hans Flicker Ebian Kintmi Juma no. Well, the level of coaching, any coaching influence no. Hans Flicker says more than 30% in teams achievement. Well,
remember Coach Freddie Sobisano with respect to coaches' influence, especially Barcelona. Deba Ericata, I say na can come there. We'll do yes now. Very soon he will say Kudus is better than Yamal. Can come the bias. Concentrate on your team. Why? Okay, say Emrebia.
You see, we so picking one there.
You don't do that today.
Okay, say Emrebi. And the work I did 2 seasons ago, and I make say Kudus is better than Pedri. Okay, sure. Because that time Kudus was better than Pedri. Let's go. Oh, I don't know about Mama fast. I'm not me and Fano. Today. Kudus doesn't come near Pedri. Because and the last time they could Freddie catch and no Kudus ball and was it Moist, right?
Yeah.
Na Kudus and what's up? He was functioning better. And I'm going to Lepetegi by and obey no put all. But then there was a Iba or pick up. Pedri no. Ninshire Nina has a flick. Pedri is a better player today, and trust me, you cannot mention 3 midfielders in the world today without mentioning that boy. But that time 2 years ago, 3 seasons ago,
no prospect.
Okay, now Kudus Babashe Liverpool bia. That time, no even Pedri to Kudus.
Timing, but timing is very very crucial.
And your master son. Oh. I say maybe you say both. Those are the 2 Americano. Now the papa team didn't come to the 30 meters. About the sun home. But so much good did you have? I started city. Bono and it's and you say Yamal dear. May I start this season? Me who knows?
Was a monopo.
A branch yard. Nemum. Now my skepticism kakaye. A Indian Ansu Fati. Then I buy now. Or call over them. Say Yamal. You're in the kakra. By to play against the top guns of Europe and to dominate. That boy is good. Coach.
No character.
Yes.
No character. And in regards to the Christian, they can for every team before you start the league, and I say in the season your real targets. You feel set. It be a mobile me how we need league, and I say in regards to Barcelona, mobile me winning league, and I so me winning league. Over strengths, over weaknesses, and over here Barcelona be this year be more strengths, and of course your attacking style. No? And I mean it's always been like that for Barcelona. They knew some defense and ain't good enough. They knew so it was weak. By all means they knew. So what they plan to do this, and as Hansi Flick plan to do this, okay. So Mabana said you're attacking better players there, and he focuses so much on the attack. It is here 6 crowns, so we share 5 crowns, we know so we're going to win the game. And for me, that's what they've done. Also, more technical players, and I always say it's restrictions on technical players, and you lose them. So restricted technical players, not too much to the tactical side of the game, and you lose them. Because most of the time, the game changers, they win you games. It's what you tend to do in the same. You put them in situations, and actually you put them in areas that you feel so best strive or better, and I say the weaknesses of the other teams. No, I'm our best technical players are arriving in that area. Okay. If more arriving in that area, the chances are I'm creating more and they win you more games.
And it looks like Hansi Flick they are doing very well with that. You're very close to these players and coaches in here. When you were a coach, now take you over teams like, for instance, Barcelona, they are king. Say Javi Grau, you could just say because Javi had his own problems. Now take you over Sana. Then I'll try to do. So take you over a team like that.
Also, before any coach gets sacked, most of the time, you're not resourcing and quit. It's either say you concede a lot of goals or we're not scoring enough. So now, so Uba team as a coach, for me, what you tend to do is say you make sure so you don't lose games. So you come back and obviously work on your defense. So now, working on the defense now, how do you then maximize or transition from defense into attack?
Okay.
So, for instance, teams like Barcelona, we all know say Lamine, Yamal, or be defending so much, and I say you put me in a situation, say you're defending, for instance, like a 5-4-1 or no defender, and I say So what you tend to do is say, once a waiting you touch up on the defensive side of things because you don't really want to concede enough goals, then attacking players becomes very important. So what you would do is say, attacking defenders say ball no more or try and limit as much as they play. Yeah, they are attackers no more because I'm the carry ball no more.
Okay.
For me, say if I was to get a job, by all means, you look at the defense straight away. Then you start to build a transition into the attack. It once attack and start is almost creating goals, almost more goals. Straight away, the confidence comes into the defense, and then straight away knowing it's okay. You're the ball more bad there, and we believe in what the coaches said. Let's build up on it there.
I did about quite a bit. Me imagine who person picture, and I'm sure say pay your experience on a bit boy because Bukayo Saka no Dinketia Tariq no more from some very young age. Almost rise to this level. Obviously, they are students still. Or go school. I am not saying, how is it? Say, blending school. And I know your man is special. You be or go school. I am not saying.
Oh, as in from under 17.
Under 17.
Also, Udu 16 now. Well, UK no. I don't know about other countries, but UK no. Udu 16 now. School your compulsory be.
Oh,
Obako secondary school no normal. Obako bia or secondary schools up to the age of 16. What show GCS is now 109 scholarships ne kicks in.
Okay.
It is for mayor first team player. The scholarship ne kicks in from the age of 16 to the age of 18.
Okay.
Now from 18 or sign a professional contract. Some players no. Or me to say Lamine Yamal modia most of the time no. Almost scholarship near bear 1 year pay. They more 2 year scholarship no. No master TB almost contract for 5 years and that's 2 years, 3 years, whatever the club will offer.
Okay.
But the certain players are for instance Genesis entry Chelsea. Now so 2 year scholar at Chelsea. But after 1 year scholar and Chelsea for say what progress is so much say second year scholar and a professional contract straight away. It all depends. But from the up to the age of 16 in the own school PM. Now I feel we're taking it from there. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, yeah, you know, Bonani, you binti, yana, modia na
Barcelona conversation ya can Enra made the story be man say the technical director any penny for na transfer say we still need to strengthen. Now the first thing that they say as we over depend on Lamine Yamal and Rafinha. Here players are almost fitting the same profile. That is why Nico Williams will come back into this conversation. Bukayo Saka is a player or a lipa. Yes, size.
So then again, Saka and Saka a player to better mention. And I said, for instance, Oba, Yamal will be the same position.
Yeah, bet you more about number 10 position. Go Omon and said, I'm fancy wing in a bay on Lamine Yamal.
Saka be about 11 and a.
Yet never born here. Lamine do to me, Bohan hanging and see a dinner. Because we need a win. Coach, the profile player no here too. They need another winger. That is their top priority. It's a normal pair Liverpool, Luis Diaz, Rafael Leao. Then all these players also say so win Rodrigo. Yeah. Of course, and they might not work out. So when a winger comes, what they are going to do is that Rafinha Beko, the number 10 position, or Mobeba bench. Now Lamine need that winger. Or because Nico Williams they top on the bill.
But I have a feeling you don't really need to sign any winger again. Yamal plays better on the we agree.
You are talking about in his absence.
Yeah. Now then I'm signing number 10 rather than signing a winger.
Rafinha bet me about that one perfectly well.
Number 10 yeah, Father Nobuma last year. Number 10 number 10 is and I watch the crab you bet me the once Spanish national team no Spain and Euros no na pedi the nebo 10 pedi pride no mo de Daniel mo be 10 no into I watch the back the bet in the Pedro about 10 the 10 we are not lacking they are lucky backups.
But backups, no, they didn't have
exactly. But backups for the engine because we Eric Garcia as you actually say
Thomas and no Kraneka, the Christian go for buy backups, no. Gana, Gana bone be no man who say, oh, yeah, go give us top, go give us 4, they go team back on. Go give a Papa Bian over chance, over chance over through the bench. in one way or the other, Saka and you play over Tias over Trabech.
Oh, yeah,
almost a no contract and they sign a code. Say you play.
Saka don't you play a bit me a bench.
It's also open Nico Williams over Saka. How are you going to do that?
But me Baku priority is Saka. Do you know what happened? Yaji League in India, me Barcelona, and I'm very happy to see Yaji League, you know. But ocean numbers,
but answer our numbers, and not the Spanish for ye. And your crowd with a girl at the end. Some much to say, Barcelona, send on the summer. When your money a pack, I'm a former Barcelona versus some German now. I'm a beer sprinklers. Most of you back in the last 2 seasons.
Last 2 seasons, I'm going to see Combo Boy. I'm the Ghana for my numbers. Last year, Barcelona 85 points. Yaji League, you know. Real Madrid na 95. Almost a 10 points gap. This year, Enra game ni winning year no. You did the same 85 points at the league, you know. By simple mathematics, we have not done so much compared to what we did last season. We have won the league because Real Madrid are dropping.
Say Liverpool they won the league because City are dropping, Arsenal are dropping.
In as much as you should be very happy, no. So we are
because you the Freddy because per standards no. Points only I went to have the league this year
yes.
And no try what they say you know. Standards because Real Madrid more than
and yes
no points are
could it also be teams no more below 9 better
also better
I mean teams like Crystal Palace at the moment more of FA Cup final how much of some of the top clubs this season could it also mean that teams before no for instance I mean Palace it means Edinketia whereas Edinketia were Arsenal for the past 5-6 years and before Crown could be Palace Crown, you know, cross or more Ketia Crown.
Yeah.
It is signing better players. Ketia score Palace Crown was said that mobile.
Yeah.
It could it be said the smaller teams.
There are smaller teams and so getting better. Okay.
Adia major difference compared to last season is the 85 points, you know, we still have 2 matches to upgrade it. So 2 matches here we need crown 91. Still at 91 no, then can't be any league for air last season because Madrid in 95. But last year Barcelona scored 79 goals. 79 goals. This year we have scored 97 in the league. There are 2 more matches to go. There's a possibility that you will cross the 100-goal margin. So when you compare last season goals a share, this season goals a share, you can say difference of goals are after 2 matches, 18 more goals scored compared to last season.
How many goals did we concede last season compared to this season?
I will come to that.
Okay.
But Adebakwa boy and say Real Madrid and I'm sure say Dr. Safoji so but we do that conversation very well. Real Madrid had 95 points last season. You can say almost 78. There are 2 more matches to play. Maybe 2 matches in Yinamo. So maybe we need. So when we need 2 matches now, Real Madrid go to 84 points. Or drop 11 points compared to what they did last season. Again, Real Madrid actually 87 goals last season. They have scored 74. 74-84 no any monumental drop because there's a possibility say 2 games na can o metimi achibia kan wa drop it. But there how Real Madrid pa ni say key games any certain matches be you expect them so metimi win no. Now o ma drop points. Onim say ye ko international break, ye ko Christmas break and this world league table na. Real Madrid were leading Barcelona by 8 points. Barca equal 7 games. Before they call a Christmas break, no, 7 games, no, available points now 21. Barca had only 5 out of 21 points, and you drop here. Real Madrid overtook us. Am I 8 points gap?
It means that you have Liga and Fala because Real Madrid faster. And that's how Real Madrid has this season because for in 7 games you got 5 points.
Yeah.
Real Madrid are as good as they were the season before. They would have taken the league away.
Real Madrid issues. Real Madrid issues because right after the international break, no, and side defensive injuries now. Sometimes no more backup, no, every day be a 2 and 3 different players. Near you fed their free central midfield, Ekobo right back, center back. Now they were a different partnership. That's where they began to have issues. And me Barcelona, if you're able, you're competing next season. Real Madrid means what you much more because offensively, you know, they have enough firepower.
Barcelona considers 36 goals.
This season
compared to last season.
Last season, they consider around 33 thereabout. Let me confirm.
And at this time, consider
36 now.
36 games, 36 goals.
Yeah, so a goal per game.
That's not too good. That's not too good.
But
remember, I consider 38. Only 2 more. And no crowd here, Mumuna, Musancho, 4 names.
They are all kind of remember points now. Last season, almost Barca won. Barca so had 6. Until Barca has improved even in the Clásicos. But your last season, almost Barca to also 3 in all the competitions on board. But in the league, they home and away. And a Barca so I bet you home and away. And so with that said, no, coach, I agree with you. A team be our characteristics. Arsenal, for example, it doesn't matter who you are, they open up and play with you. That is their identity. They won't say be our team to be quite. But coach, BKB this question, let me say what dream fast to say about I need that education. Meaning say coaching takes about 70% of the game. And the other 30% by improvisation on the part of the player. To say your players na ingenuity, say I walk about on talent. Now besides say coaching how you put it say coaching no percentage wise influence no how is it on the game? Is it all about coaching or all about the players and a mixture of two? A mixture of two, so which percentage wise?
Okay, how important is coaching?
I won't mean sure exactly. I mean what the percentage is, but I won't say said I make as a coach be a baby. I always talk about your influences, and I won't say if the players are professional enough. They would have to buy into the things that you're here to do. And I would say, before every coach be in meetings and I say in interviews in this animal, coach would have to discuss with the club no philosophy and how he fits in that philosophy.
Okay.
And the main players no. For instance, we're going to Barcelona. By all means, before you even get to Barcelona, no, you know their main players. Any players now club no feel say they can progress at some point. So now, say 5 or 6 players now. How do you then fit these 5 or 6 players into all plans and notwithstanding club no philosophy no? Does that make sense? It is a whole bemwa. I mean, there's tactical play here and there. Be a bit me assistant. For instance, Liverpool this year was a social now with Jurgen Klopp time. Now you build there through the wing play more. No, through the middle more. Okay. It's now Trentano, the back middle, most of the time, but Bono distribute. But now, you know, yes, Van Dijk and say Jumano more. Until they want the right back and left back need to stay wide and attack through there. It is a Gravenberg never be in the middle now. Still now they're attacking player in Trentano and so on the wing as well. Does that make sense? Yeah. It is what towards the end of the season, no ball Shimikas more than Robertson. Because Shimikas also created better for Liverpool than Robertson does. So all I'm saying is so coach depends on what level of football is. Say I mean at a course level, grassroots level now, the influence is really high. Okay. Because you would have to, teach them the technicalities of the game to take them to the top. Okay. But when you get to the top and so it's all about one-man management, players liking you, understanding, and you understanding the players and making them feel as if say it's the man management style of play at the top level is really high compared to the lower level academy levels. Now they need more technical side of the game.
Okay. Now I
I mean, you give them the responsibilities, but at the same time, they have to be professionals.
Yes. Okay. It's only professionals they dealing to. Oh, start that
professionals need to. And so now which they professionals need. Okay.
It's also you don't know me a Juman said you're Juman
fire. To say ya we.
But there is this other Andy. He said, "No, me ya call no Tobas. Yes, also the coach no
coach besides last year, this year goes a concert.
Also, Cabasona na
coach. Oh, Mr. Question.
Mansa 36. And last 2 years. This year 36. Last year
44. That's the information I wanted.
Last year
and that's how we know say yeah man credit for what? Why did?
But I be at least
Real Madrid. Yeah, Real Madrid be asama e be kan yi. Andy. Say Liverpool League. They are going to manage for the GFA Cup. And they are going to Chelsea conference. Now English team back also me bomb pass by Manchester. Na Tottenham de la lie. No one so aji Europe. Hey, who? Let's say England top teams ya kwani anyi top.
If it defense me but wa ultimate trophy no 1 week umejuma.
And let me tell you Christian Kase Arsenal do semi final no munya
110 million pounds.
110 million. It's to fans no. I always say to fans no say omo wie said you can na say yakohwe wo no ho ne yehwe cups omo GN bibia. Manchester beat Manchester so successful this year than you guys were. So but yes, because it's football is played for the fans. Football is played for the fans. Football is played for the fans. And at the end of the day, football is fans in the day. Among fan on the Sky Arsenal and Yadia to 1 more. The among fan on the caps by Meboa. I mean Liverpool and me uncle Champions League is in there, but my focus so much was on the Premier League. It's you know, GBA and CC bit Lucy matches now Korea League. We have found how many we lost.
Yeah.
What I say. It's you know.
In fact, Europa League trophy no more home going to answer. Because you can't get no pass. No, but send them to be ready as in the serious upon reflection. It will say, they say Europa League no in Cheddar trophy. No, and second tier European competition. It's a Premier League your first year English, that championship your second. Oh, to be the second Premier League no BG championship. Oh, who's it different? But yet you say fans no. Sabi as I'm for so many yen to be my yen still almost told Jesse I'm on the
It was credit.
It wasn't. As I just boarding, as I take it boarding, you have boarding. Yeah, we are. Me have a duck. Oh, wouldn't cut it at the Africa because I'm a and then you would say, Africa is here. As I know, your legal, your Africa, Africa, the Adito. Oh, now, Namian Queenie.
Well, Arsenal's squad depth in the OBN say very shallow. We know it.
Yeah.
I mean, Senebuka is a Kamahanable.
Yeah.
So, what do you got? Amahanable.
Strike a crowd money.
Be a defense in the ornament. You know, like I said last time, they said Samuji League now, give them a league in the class standard for me. About 15.
Can fight a cry.
Oh, that's the coach we know now.
100%.
Madrid are Santina, Moshe women away. Became the debut on Tiasi on.
Madrid one is said go do one.
Then you home and away. Most Madrid home and away.
Now your sport is right said now Champions League invitation tournament. You both qualified the cup now. Last 4 near can we not but seriously, Ateta said okay, man one season can one season no seriously.
Wait, now no conversation because with regards to Ateta young Pamono more Arsenal for be Pamono. But they want make a strong case for
I make a strong say Yamal one more season
because one more argument I know and say on Arsenal for no make like Chamambike be make a case for Ateta on Timasi. The almighty Arsene Wenger they are man Pamono.
As long as quite too comfortable.
On the move drew baby na a Yema Arsenal. Munya stadium crowd mo. But after trophy when ye.
Obi as 2 as well with our stars. When they tell on me is all the stats in the bar. So don't worry guys. We played 67% as against almost 30 something. Don't worry, you played well. But we lost 2-0.
The American business say after what the team na be baby but on team cup. Say Ateta baby Ateta be far Arsenal the free Champions League and Arsenal to qualifying Kububi. For the past 3 seasons, Arsenal AD second on the league table, but Enfa trophy ma.
One more season. No. I feel say we can make a case to Sakateta when we support him in the transfers.
Exactly.
Because they say, of course, Andrea Beta, but the new sporting director, or players, also pay Ducaris, or pay one. So, Oma, us and about 3 or 4 players, ever kept him now. Not still at 10 to me and Van area. Then you can have a strong case to sack him. But there's a coach at January, you didn't support him.
Yeah.
Especially January, so come almost supporting with some signings. Can we sign more competitive? Now do a level and become Marino the boy strike my some say a toboka and so
I Arsenal for characteristics or something with even United Emre in our Europa final they lost it. They come so near, but to win the ultimate has always been a problem. And I agree with you, say Moscow no run make us here by 4 players. And this time you know players who can compete with other players in any other club at all.
And no, it is almost Nico Williams to pay if you
exactly so
if you were London and then
yes,
and now for jubilate
yeah, for sure.
Financial is open. £250,000 a week.
Yeah, but Arsenal should be able to pay that.
They should be able to pay. They
and even those attacking players, no more contracts in bigger than defensive midfielders and as a defenders in anyway.
Okay.
You have to offload. Who offload the players are you create space?
Yeah, Jorginho.
Thank you, but Pam Kiwo now.
Arsenal one available now as a coach. Say yes, almost like that.
Monfa Luis Enrique, so we are about to marry. So
PSG for yes, $20 million. Barcelona for Moko Primo, yes,
Marco Verratti.
And on
Move will be baby Enrique winning maybe in a situation where Enrique has won the Champions League. More or less, maybe our completed a certain mission. And when Enrique, he would want to also England not
Thomas mention what they about some of these things, how it works. So culture. And yet just about the wow pen on a power no.
Yeah.
The power is with the coach now who can also be back.
Yeah.
Or person be back. And then the Bakona coach near the mama no. And Gofona Papa near the mama no. Sikano Mubi. It's not like they are one of those teams no Muniska.
Yeah.
What I say? Omuska. It is definitely how to keep the coach at home. But say Paul say if you Javi name Janamo. But
oh, a league winner, chairman. But to me, DJ League in Doya.
But I say, but Javi.
I mean, the same level as Ateta. I'd rather keep Ateta for now, for 1 year at least, and not till
second. Obibi, Sri Lanka, Antonio Conte say.
Enrique will be better.
Because the Conte doesn't fit in Arsenal's philosophy in the way he plays now.
Okay.
Once he plays with a 3-5-2 formation all the time, most of the time he attacks on the wings. And it's an animal. But sorry, Arsenal also more inverted wingers with Saka because Saka doesn't really cross too much. It's in a say Conte. For me, they would have to change the whole philosophy as soon as possible. Which I don't think
coaches around want to fit it.
I mean, Enrique, like you said, I think Enrique is probably the best one.
That radical move.
And Javi will be that.
I mean, Ateta quite higher than Javi.
If you remember Xavi, and India, Miss Mema money, because I because I'm on Xavi. What pie will come say Dennis Xavi? Enrique will be fit the bill because on say sa medal starts now, so they can't home come and Enrique has it. And no, you'll be
apart from Enrique, they say
only will be a discipline.
Arsenal situation, equivalent to England national team situation. England national team Southgate before move baby they drew baby.
And you go to care.
By a certain level, like they needed somebody to take them baby Southgate my baby drew to the next level.
Yeah.
Southgate but not national team in you.
That's a plan. See, that's a team that has a plan.
Okay.
So in the short term, medium term, they had a plan for the medium term. Thinking it's okay. Southgate, because no, you're 23 coaches coaching into on neighbor through the DNA and that. ATM form and for now. You man a chance, and of course, we need to be more man money budget. But you got to a point where they felt, so you know what, This is a time the players now will peak. Hurricane Moon at 30 years, 28, 29. And, we need someone that can win something for us in the next 2 years or 3 years. And and the contract is 2 years, Paul.
Yeah.
Okay. After the World Cup.
Yeah.
And it tells you says a team that has a plan because they planned it from the short term, medium, and now they're in the short term now to win something as soon as possible.
Okay. Well, coaches Andy Kasemi Bisa was in Bioha. But Enzo Maresca.
Top coach.
Sound.
Top coach. So if says a Chelsea
for the
no, in the first season we need to understand. And I really feel as a Chelsea keeper now next season they can even win the league. Okay. Chelsea. If said to another striker in regards to Nicola Jackson, I really feel they stand a very good chance of winning the league. Play most of the time based around midfielders now, as in the central midfielders no more. Wingers now hasn't been too good this year. Nino Medwake, for me, when he started, it was really good for the first 10 games, and I'll drift off a little bit here and there because of the lifestyle. But I really feel as a Chelsea another striker because once Nkuku let them down in a way because of injuries and signing man. But say Jackson and Summe see about 20. Open chances goals and easily. It is a fast striker or clinical bar for me, they can definitely fight for the league.
What about their back line? Because Levi Kodwo and need Fofana no consistent up and Okonoba. Measure Chelsea game and now to compare Chelsea and now competing for league title now. Defensively, especially their centre back too weak.
Also, it came back to their plan and make Chelsea, of course, we winning league in this year and come in budget. But the plan was not to win the league this year.
But I'm not sure the plan was to do this bad this year.
Of course. To get into the top four and hopefully play Champions League football.
Yeah.
But so I'm sure I'm back for now. They're very young. Meaning, so minimum wage is now about 22, 23 players. I'm not for obviously big money. For me, they've had good experience this year. It's next year going into the league, So Mukipu, Maresca, Nibiama, which I think they should keep him. They will do really well, Chelsea next year.
So you see Chelsea doing well. Amorim, what's the problem? He seems to be doing well in the Europa.
Stubborn coach. The European coaches and listen, I don't know if it's a trait of every coach, and I really want to know. I understand that this is how you play in a 3-4-3 formation. Fine, that's how you want to play. But you also need to understand the players now do a more Ebosa formation in now, so none of them are your players, especially the back three. And when you want to play in a 3-4-3 formation, a back three, they need to be really fast. They need to understand but for instance against Chelsea on the Chelsea bought Lavia most of the time is very good passer of the ball. And I say Enzo, I'm a very good passer of the ball. So what they will do is they will try and hit you on your wing play area. So I'm gonna hit you on the wing play area now. Or midfield 4 or more about the wing play of your midfield 4 also more drop on by a 5.
Okay.
Or more drop us now. Two midfielders when they struggle. It's almost struggle, but it's a 3 and so by a defender. Into they be an pin them down. It's already Newcastle against United. That's what Newcastle did. Pinning United by playing on the wing area. So they be almost back 4 and midfield 4 and bed drop back 5 because almost 3 back Maguire and pin Rico too. It is all bonus ways now all the time.
Okay.
See for me when he came in, like I said to you earlier, so coach back into a club, but by all means it's because of results. It is all about you try not to concede before you start to build.
Okay. So
trying not to concede, and that's all back 3 in the Premier League, and there's better and quality wingers and good passers of the ball. It is already against West Ham and Ward Prowse. I know that when you had here until they started to struggle. A bus is on back 3 and so it's either say they will stay and I say they will shift. Almost shift here and I call the other side. And that's how they hurt them. Wow. If he could be more flexible, at least for this season, that's the next season, or starting 2 or 3 defenders being in the strikers, I think they could do well. But for now, the 3-4-3 formation is really affecting them.
Okay. But okay, well, Lamine comes out come back. Say Newcastle aje Carabao.
I say Newcastle aje Carabao Cup.
Na Liverpool.
So ko je no Arsenal crowd.
Na
Spurs ni Manchester baako beje baako.
Europa. na Chelsea so you know be change
conference so only bet Chelsea
crowd or more you know
na Man City so you know be FA Cup the Man City one year this season years go if you go win a cup
but in the event that
Bibia this Arsenal go on top there one
Manchester City owners in the event that they win the FA Cup and don't qualify for the Champions League next season, would they be very happy?
No, of course not.
No,
I mean that's not how they planned. They knew said this year near transitional year more. Man City they knew. Everyone knew said it was a transitional year.
And the Hokkaido call Man City no. Oh, they knew how. They no one said this on Bebre.
Yeah, unless you don't have a plan, till yet Hanama. But me for Hanya or Hanama can't my anchor. I mean, say it here.
Of course, you will trace.
I mean, you say to me contract. POFM. That's the infant say I can be 6 months. That's a more pay me money. As
a way they use we are
exactly. It is a open me so now so open me 6 months in now you start negotiations here and there because you know say me na me project now. I mean De Bruyne I need buy one man.
Other 6 months only back one Casares by go do busy guy. Now they do yeah.
Me America.
Wow now yeah you okay
me America say 6 months that's be negotiations be my by all means I knew say there's a chance be am be so we be all I'm saying is De Bruyne anybody said a new contract and it was a shock to everyone. But the news said it was the transitional period. By all means, no, this summer, no, Mamush by in January now. Mamush by January, I said the news said they were giving Mamush 6 months to get into almost systems for next season to start. In the summer, by all means, they will go all out again. I'm winning Premier League now, but because they had transitional year more money into all they wanted is to stay in the top 4. And hopefully win a cup. Okay. It would have been okay. But top 4 no is more important to them. And they had a plan, knowing said this year near transitional year. Next year, no, they're gonna go hard again and see what can happen. But they know in the next 2 years, no, they have to start winning the league again. And that's a plan.
Wow. And it looks like they get the buy-in of the fans. I say fans in the theater because over Man City fans no post channel. And so I'm here a fan zone and it looks like I said fans ain't that worried about. Say as
it's clear to see. Yeah, it's clear to see you, especially if you're one of the fans. That's more fan groups, you know, they communicate that to you. Say, listen, and they're football people, or you're money from they understand the game. Most of them, you'll be so surprised that some of the fans they're coaches, or they're qualified UFA coaches. It be a doctors, they're top people. They know what they're doing. So now, the other fans in Ekasa, they explain to you, okay, hold on. De Bruyne, the facts are there, the stats are there for you to see. So these are the reasons in Tia this year. Last year, I know you Man City next league, you know. Arsenal, yes.
Arsenal, yeah.
But for some reason, Arsenal for the chair City and the City budget, of course, they're going to be happy. So all I'm saying is that the fans is being communicated to them, and the plan is there for them to see. You find BBNC will be BBNC and away near internet. I'm what you see straight away, and that's what they do.
All right. Yeva manonisi na yemrefi. Yeva manonisi ni yemrefi. Na yebefi eba behe minim se qualified when your chance. Ahe Ghana Premier League ni so by uba when you be ahe.
Debbie.
Debbie he. Never ding so already team so. Never ding pa na ye die aye nyame betre na na egusua na de ya ne be yi. Anra yeah August him for the assembly by na last some of the buy no me here wadwen check it to be for home Ghana you practice via so you coach of under 20 for instance a under 17 coach from Pomanson on the baby and go stars coach mo play on Beji League yeah coach me so say bia you heard your the specialty here bia we nim karate na August him for say it is about time I was see Jais had and say coach are engaged. You know, I said the national team man. For instance, the youth teams, no. So be under 20 coach, maybe a coach, you ever see be a kotoko. And I'm saying, unya chance and from monitor players or the before. Me only August 9 for you.
Oh, I see my questions. My can once I'm crapping. I mean, BKB at me. Now, we are more PFM. Now we are supposed to do not walk away no radio for us. How do you get your production right? Se bia obeka we wa ha ko kan we na sa na beka no pa na beka ko kan we na hwe un se I don't know. National team. I don't know if people understand what the national team means. A country or mining now, and you 20 or 22 or 25, and Omakobo tournaments and also mobile represented the nation. So now, Obia, Oye Jumawo club, club no class beat me League. I don't know how a club no class could even accept. Say, maybe Beji League, and I say, maybe person bottle for, and I say, maybe person ko Africa, but maybe coach now, or no Ye Jumama Meno, or no enko national team at some point. Bibiani to Kumasi about how long from here? About 1.5 hours or so 1 hour. Yeah. So I'm saying, if that's the case, per se, your national under 17s and that's your national under 20s, that's what I Jumo baby, and San Osabe say Jumana. You see into your mocha. Intimentia say into your cana, Wajuma ye to your camuno, every mouse are quino. Says Sabra and about under 17 a Juma. That's a Juma, Bibiani go stars, you beat me Liga, you beat me Aqua Africa, Bemeska, as I bet him no. It is sometimes Yana, to be honest, Mentiasia. So Mocrombe accepted say Juma. When coaches are said, be almost beat me a Juma, no money a Juma, at if you almost beat me a Juma, young former Juma. Yana Makakra. Yaga
Ghana football DNA, Enra, Otia Kenteng, former GFA technical director. Also who DNA bia also more time no more 5-year development plan and na ben kofi de ba ya Ghana edi echira yede nya Michael Essien, John Mensah, John Pencil sa Suleiman time squad no obekaya ene ye ko 2002 Mali ben kofi no me say ye yempo omo face out all the old players ye drop Kwame Ayu nomne I'm dropping senior players. I'm not about Black Star. Obi no Black Stars more than 12-15 years. I'm drop Obi. I'm say young fan crowd under 24 no mo boy. Young form man going to the car as a Boache, John Mensah, Samiko was there. Stephen Apia. Some boys na near the Omokoi. Yako you film in the quarterfinals. Nigeria and share because Gabalawa short your boy into Bianchi. And the free mo. If you the following you got a young qualified. Oh, any year in Kakaka, then Ghana made it to the World Cup. Now, almost yes, our 5-year plan we in a buy the baby years you pay baby ball paper not near the 2 year. Now, Katias of Kokunum somebody, we have friend Ghana football DNA. Any day run it through. Otias Katanum say there is nothing like it because you don't see it. So if there's a plan. Even though so you kukuamuno obi ehu some predators Germany for plan on me say almost 10-year plan to win the World Cup. Almost 10-year plan no almost think na 20
no the plan was to win the
2018 World Cup
and we win it
4 years earlier. We win it 2014, which means that plan no quite ye juma broma de no montiase so yeah situation no coach. Do you see it? Over Ghana, over under 20, over. Do you see anything?
No, I don't think so. Me who be in regards to DNA because DNA by me should already through power. It goes back to what am I starting for a check?
Started.
One thing I'm Ghana, especially in the Obia sorry, and I say Obia yeah I will say what's the academy. And I say be our coast team. That's our honor. But unse before say obeti coast team. I say before say be a bit my academy. No, GFN needs to know about it. Nanki amount the structures and I say the basic structures as we use to at the TISA academy. Now, obi a coast team is only qualified coaches, and as only one qualified CAF C coach crowd or no more.
Okay.
But side team no, I will have to about 20-30 players are. Training and I say training every day, 5 days in a week. No couple matches at weekend as well. Now, how they can do it? They say, see what structures of these academies now. Why would they also register to be in a structure now? You're not part of the national team. What I mean by that, they say, see a structure and we say 50 coast teams now Kumasia. What will happen? They say scouts, no. Of course, could choose players for your national team, regional national teams. You know the whole national team itself. No, see, of course, for your regional national teams now, see, you're 50 now. So 15 now, I say your scouts no every city.
Okay.
So now, see, your scouts no every city. That's when your regional national team no for be 20 players for now. I mean, every 2 weeks be a bit me as maybe every Friday and every Friday and as every Thursday and Friday, depending on days or no team labor matches or mobile training with the national team coaches, the regional national team coaches now, or more in fancy be on base around stadium. I be on base training be at Square Park, and so every Thursday and it be a Friday. Or more in Ashanti region now. Accra for so na Bruno for so na Tamale for so so that I can see we na senior 10 teams we are 20 times 10 200. So now we have 200 players in the pool.
Okay.
It is a whole set of academy baby. That's also who players in him. That's a GFN in him about the structure more. GFN approve more. The chances of some players na your regional national teams in your national team is slim.
Okay.
Because it is a okra be keeping as oba ebobo. That's a opese okobutima okope eso omo certificate chese free GFA honoma omo betimi set up an academy.
Exactly.
It's no fa oba because
be only structure him no.
Because oba no national team maybe and as a regional national team maybe. Now, when that's done now, you ever back to your scouting. Your scouts for no, they need to be educated to understand the structures in the DNA. So now, say okofa player biaba okwa okay player near right back said that let me change one. It be away too small. With the 15 and you're paying for under 17, we feel in a growth period near between the ages of 15 to 16 because the doctors are involved. If the doctors know measure and as the doctors know what they need to do, almost scans in area, they would feel so okay. From the ages of 15 to 16, the predicted height BC, the predicted weight BC, where you're good to be in the system now, but he's not ready until the next year.
Okay.
But what's what say? Scouts and so I say now your coaching topics beyond your regional national teams and so it has to be based around the DNA, what the players need at that age. And no something rich Charles Taylor no can be same say players no I'm also born at 20 crowd no 20 or born at 17 or 20 years that it tells you say for 4 years of education was lost it you drew time and no 17 as well 16 no and as well 17 no and all born under 17 no but the real age by 20 so it tells you say that 4 years no was lost. So whose problem is that? So now, see the DNA and I see your football philosophy now say tackle you don't tackle it from the player side though. You tackle it from the structures of the academies. One. Secondly, no tackle from the scouting side. Now, if you know the coaching side. Now, see if you're coaching side and so how many of our coaches, your coaches, your regional coaches, your regional national team coaches, which I don't think he will be yet. And more sessions or more topics tackle the topics in your philosophy near one.
That's the topics. Look, maybe I was like a free Ghana football director.
What do we say free?
A barbecue form.
Oh, Academy Bio UK. I'll tell you this. Oka Academy Bio UK. Your session plans in a designer from your session topics in there designed from the head of academy until now and then see focus on defending from the hefa my topics in now coaches now design sessions now by designing sessions new year is send academy coach for him to academy manager for him to understand so, okay, this is how we're going to tackle the topic near the topic does that cover your session it you just don't do any session for the sake of it. We are session based around the academy directors. So now, and not cry one team and not cry cut 3, cut 2, cut 1 academies now. It is here by national teams now. Your technical directorate, and I say technical director now, should be designing these sessions for coaches now. So now, your one near saying your mentors near say coaches now. Your regional national teams and also coaches now. Even today, some of your sessions are sometimes someone from FA beats my turning up without me knowing.
Okay.
No, we start from a session plan. Now we are or no session no putting down points on the session plan. We are not discussing say okay how you say what was the reason behind the OA and say. Really? Sometimes there could be say let me anticipate if will be 15 players so about training but mobile and be 12 players in the buy. Session if you're able to explain that to him, your reasons behind the he's okay with. Okay. Because the coaching comes with creativity. Because if you can create, you can coach. And it's what myself. It's your original national teams. We didn't have a pool of players now. You were about 10 right backs in there. It's your select national teams now. These are the pool of players we pull from. Your national under 17s were, your national under 19s were. MCSC and your under 20s. Last time I call MCSC Campo for some time, and MC Drew Honum now. Your 5 players be able to buy from Europe. Near them say about 16 or 16 players in free Europe buy. And can you imagine say players are ya Campo more for about 2 months. A coach no, and a coach is no my year Juma for some time. Now all of a sudden no, you have a call tournament a month before. Near Fred about 16 different players. Bema, it's about our coach now.
Yeah.
Because the name no information, the sessions I'm gonna go through for all these periods for 2 months. As I say, no now camp on all of a sudden no. So we move say 1 month or 3 weeks before a tournament. That's what I'm about. I go back to South Africa and be because you become a coach in the crown and you're good and as we say, but near Hano. But all I'm saying is, some players since we're from mobile no, because under 20 there. Philosophy is about 5-6 years ago. So if that's the case, there at least 4 years of star players now 20s no more any they should have come through our DNA no. But so share the commentary say kwa bontia obi ase ya more good football. Ekoye tinko just say bono cost run above from cost run above from. But all I'm saying is if that was the case, can we blame the coach? No, because the only players know so well in Mobile, he has to come up with something that's going to help. If you are not person play from the back, I grow football. Grow football from the back. That's the players no mobile. No, technically they're not good enough to play a grow football from the back. It becomes a problem.
Well, Pancho say on your GDA say also your football administrators also call for refresher courses because clearly they need it. Then said you also can make say yes so no. Uko school, primary school. My name is Maxwell. Try the unya similar year. First, teacher know how is education for.
Yeah, exactly. Now
try the now education officer na babet na back seat.
Exactly now or assess.
Now try the no only or church on idea. We are no meet you no at us idea we start now much no. And see. Which means that the coach can just say in coaching no, for instance the English FA. I don't also no.
Oh, even not just the English FA, the Welsh FA. Was me UEFA be with the English FA, and me A with the Welsh FA.
Okay.
What we also need to understand is coaching here ongoing education. And regardless of so being our certificate na even UEFA A no crown. We are every 2 years be and that's call for a refresher course. One quite you lose your license. Lose your license no. It is not say be wakunya certificate na be intine be the payment that's it because we check it. Let's see a revoking. So all I'm saying is with your coaching directories and I said your technical directors now, we need to set up regional technical directors. I'm gonna be making sure say D, C, any A, any B licenses now. They still come back for these refresher courses. But only one thing I can advise GFN is if they feel say a coaching come from my own Europe, it doesn't have to be from the UK. Say UK I can help.
Okay.
Say now come for coach educators. There's a 5. Now the Omun keep Ghana for 10 weeks.
Okay.
10 weeks for every week be an one region. Now Omun deliver coaching sessions. And as Omun deliver share your coaches not there. And as your coach educators none so there.
Okay.
For 1 week. No one could different regions for 10 weeks. No one hear the difference. And that will help in bringing out the DNA.
That's a smart one. Christian. Say you have coach educators and Kasamra.
Yes.
Now, coaching clinics, you be member, your friends say your coaches see.
Yeah, the classroom setting. These days, we here external officer bias obebao in the school nangasano. You might choose what you call a critical friend. The critical friend is a colleague teacher.
Okay.
Watch radia obetinem. Watchinemu we are or no be discussing what or no agreement. Let's think how you know differently. What I say. So you are assessed by your colleagues, your own colleague teacher. We are on in a classroom in Abraham Koran mo. Mwachra die na wie na otechiri na asa otwam no abetinam ochra die na otinam no utia we are normal on assessment as a colleague. Once in a while chama ochra die sabo say your headmaster academics. Omo amane unknowingly no abetinam ono you be a wachra dia be over 50 years and will rise to the position of headmaster assistant academics. Chama omo amane so boy your class no abetinam otinam we are chama enyese a fault finding mission a missioner or to see what you ought to have done right. We are not work office assessment chairman, no one will address it. So even in the school settings, beyond external for this describes chairman but too quite often. Obetiani say NTC 4 bar, where say way bar every day you assess as a teacher. And then say coach coaches are basically teachers. A trufa obi adwuma no a coach. Na coach enya a colleague bia or assess no. Mano, I think say in his own eyes, the coach might think that he's doing the right thing. But ebi on your second opinion from another person or any colleague and a superior body bia ebi ankobenya a different version of the whole
Yeah.
And I think say any coaches now obi assess you obi anchro ma de no. It's one of the reasons why our coaches are not progressing. They are not growing. They are not growing. Ketokreku admit here we say one of our major problems in this country is coaching. Me, I'm not surprised. Ghana identifying our problem is not difficult, but solving it. You identify a problem is so easy. Near your own theories, your own seminar, near 2 years later, you then come back and lament on the same thing now. You identified about 2 years ago.
It's because here in Ghana we don't solve problems. Chairman, men so may well be.
We solve problems.
You don't.
Ghana.
You explain.
Home solve problem. We get 0.12%.
So at least we have people.
We have people. I am quite insignificant. Coach, I think personally, Chairman say DNA is not important for Ghana here.
Oh, it is.
Oh, say it's a good plan, but about Ghana instead about behind. So meaning, the idea is one. Yenti DNA no ne boy. Yajiji under 20, under 17, if you Ghana be big ye call walk up ni yenti DNA or Ghana.
Yeah, money in country.
Ben
DNA. And at those times I used to say na coach no. It was DNA. Baruni, the attorney say, Omona mama and say you DNA. Because that time coach Ben,
yeah,
Sabuto our from Nazane Papa. Yao Sam, Akwetama, Kusia Frani, Coach Adusei, Coach Mafo. You know those coaches,
yeah.
No. Oh, that time the calls no. No money even though Sana Sunny then them nomne Lajin nomne CS nom malam no mo yenye omo nkuta ebia coaching certificate but no mo ye as a workshop small those times are frane no they no ye say national sports council coaches
okay
it is omo ye ni say bia baba stadium national sports council office na wo no omo be 3 or 4 coaches omo ye national sports council paid about the 2 omo coaches it is omo ye say omo ne training coaches no coach coach no I'm in training now you coach. What them better channels? It's invariably no. Some coaches because me national sports council coaches I'm coach to the national level. Normal co training any normal coaches normal training into we so coach Afrani selected team for under 17 ultimate pick a coach player Emmanuel Bentel from sports council no afano kobo coach already abna no man on bobo I mean, Hamas. It's that time. Almost na sports masters for the schools. Until I quite say ye bo idea back.
Good. In Chama, I say players in a bar. Who says characteristics and a style of play.
Good. And until cat no say the DNA ba. I want to quote Freddie Kase. Say DNA no utran cry. Naga so ye DNA boy ye bobu working tampo. Ye bobu mi krom dwaso. It is all you want is all ye DNA na kan sa onye wi.
It's a problem.
Uma take your friends say academy for the number register. Now mo coaches we do go through a certain training. It will be academy na training na dem na dey be training academy boy no. It will partner say England home right backs no omo nyina boy ya de bro.
Yeah, chairman, I still have a problem. My problem is say for what much and I said the DNA was already there. It is only that it was not named say the brand is this. If it's been there now, why change it in the first place? Then secondly, they say new one the aban. they can't implement it to an extent that it being a benefit. Because I know they say you can tournament or more you train organ. Yeah, the 16 foreign based players. They are also being trained by different people, but different ball. Yeah. If the coach like educates me, how then are we going to put it together to see the DNA working? Because as a stand, Obia Bekasa BBS and Mr. Otia Kent or a former you think that I'll see DNA bianio. It's a many problems. I'm not against the DNA because I my identity to our play. And that is very good. But these people cannot implement that into the point say be who's and it's a waste of time, waste of resources and everything. Especially when on being invited, even at the youth level, maybe 16 or 17 players, all about so many baby, why did DNA must start here, baby.
Who's that not make us say you could jack classroom, some coach idea. Minim at the science near the Mikochene, minim to the Messiah. It is the same way I did course players Nibia and I say, Yadiama and Kufubia. Omani Nejibon who and Omani Jibon, which is a good thing, but they don't know how to teach and as how to get the best out of Enkolano. And a teaching, no, like say the Christian kind is so different. Say, Arabians you did differently. So now, it's not the be because it's a club will be you need to be me coach educated because I'm say regardless of how poor a player is, you need to be able to improve them.
Yes.
Regardless of how poor, will be on keyboard that one. By the time a session be you know, it was soon who say say menai we credit see answer the team keyboard.
GS Bekacho said there's no bad student. No student is bad.
But there's a bad teacher.
Yes,
100%.
Student in bad, no matter how bad the student is. There should be an improvement.
And I mean, in some so say, teacher na system no problem. Because they feel you are not teaching them well.
Yeah, and also the structures there for all these things to happen. They make and say, for instance, your lines is D, you know, and your lines in C. I know so many coaches. I can name about 10. Our Moonlight coaches will be in all lines is D or C. One. Secondly, no, they don't even know where to go and apply. Apply crowd. So I'm saying, say, Kotoro na regional FA.
Yeah, chairman.
Okay, so there needs to be a technical director for each region. I'm going to share the coaching side of things. So now, through Omono and the coach educators, never. It is through our coach educators, so now you develop your coaches now. That's where the implementation comes in. Through the DNA.
Which they will not do, chairman.
No, so the DNA is there. So the implementation is your technical director for every region. Through the technical director, your coaches, and as a coach educators now, we're training coaches, let's say about 10 of them for every region. On top of it now, every coach, will have to come through once every month for refresher courses, like you guys said. So now, the more now, automatically you're changing their mind into coaching, into that philosophy that you believe in. Say, Hona, and as a son, Ghana was here, boy. It becomes a norm. So maybe because I'm in a session of Ghana, by all means, some of the sessions I'll do, will come through the English DNA, will come through the FAW, which is Welsh DNA, because I was brought up in coaching. It's the more I keep going there, my mind keeps sticking to it. It is almost through the refresher courses, not through the regional and the technical directors now, and the coach educators, no more region, your DNA will be out without you even knowing.
Yeah.
It's in the space of 5 years now. First year, the writing off. First year, writing off, CBA. Coaches now are still going through education again.
Okay.
It's the writing off, but with time now. Through 2, 3rd, 4th, 5th year now. Once or more, normally 10 now. By the age of 16 now. Now DNA is out there. Okay. Does that make sense? It's by the time you're free under 17s and for the next 5 years now. Now DNA implement area. By DNA, it's been 6 years now. 6 years no still 90 me implement bia I bit me akase bia say ni DNA na akudru it is what you want ye free under 17s na akwa to say momra bit me free bia 200 100 momra trial yes first batch aba second batch aba third batch aba you can do that for now but that should never be the case going forward. So all I'm saying is see it's a code down let's say implement this and mana make can see in a space of 1-2 years you be difference in straight away.
Well, Nancy, I've seen the last time by discussing the way about I think so one of the Scandinavian countries. Now, or share an opinion say or you teacher about coaching Kurano or school. Or say the FA organize courses for more teachers now with coaching. So that FA no philosophy they just put into themselves Into invariably said the coach he came. And me say, yeah, me saw near ball, your ball, coach, me, while we did the boy, you know. We saw it. Into the only Senka, and they are sports masters. Our more be a prime second SHS. Why is it be a FNO organize a workshop among maybe a 3-day workshop. Baba Stadium. Into the coach educators never. Then they take you through the DNA. Near training mo. Say because in some so more school team near you train them. Take it there. Near ko JHS. Normally Saturday room near primary school. And anybody who gets the chance to put players on the field to show them say boko habiano.
So when you
an idea of the DNA, so the DNA will run through. And your hashtag and your brofo. Said yeah, no brofo na DNA in the DNA. And the oye the same kasa boys no. DNA ni Roma by the time we be free Ghana. Because of all star now, which I don't know. And the man will be who and any gym of a fan. So that statement remains in your bar. Easy to fit in.
So, BKB, can you imagine, sir? Yeah. What can say CD? What can say B? No coaching. Licenses
certificates.
CAF B. No. Can you imagine CAF B? And not this month. Abaso no take a session. Which is under 20 coach, no take a session and come on for you and if you know. CAF A and Uncle to take a session.
Yes.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Let's say be a from poor man's on the 17th, only take a session on the CAF D. CAF D no. What is Nanka? The other coaches in almost all regional national teams now. More teams now. As you take sessions. And I say, Bashir here for Zitomo, na Ekosiapia, na Omo Kasawa. So people are asking questions like, no move, okay, coach, we BBC waha, we BBC waha, send a bay, a dinner Maria Sawa, Nanki, you are dear from ho. They always say, coach, I'm the coach, Ekosiapia and Quanacho book. A you ho, Papano, Kotoko technical director, no?
Malik Jabel Horn.
Why can we not get him speaking on these things? Easy. That's what I'm saying. It's yes, philosophy nasia. Sa coaches, old coaches, no crown tea philosophy nasia. No more impact on your D, ni C, no so. And I say even just doing a coaching forum next time. I don't mind say if you guys want to organize it, you bet my coaching forum. People can ask questions. Remember,
okay.
The coaches are free. UK about maybe in October. Maybe July, but maybe October. And
area you organize it.
Okay,
you get a few people to help us with.
I have no problem. I say they can ask questions. We can do coaching sessions. They can ask questions after. Say, okay, coach, we will have. It's a bit my coaching sessions. A bit my bad coaching session. Near a good coaching session. No, I'm asking questions. Say, we will have. DNA good about it. Say, almost we are. I'm more confidence in my coaches. Maybe we're just trying to help each other. Because me always say even players na me train me session sometimes I'm
okay.
And that's how we learn and that's how we can make our coaching better.
Okay. Well, my questions be I'm free. DNA in the sea but questions be generally I'm for say Coach Freddy wa hai. Almost about Edin Ketia. Even no Black Stars because I'm going to go for some kakaba
yeah.
But the case of Casa
Eddie so no crack said the same so
so I express interest.
They say Hudson your boys
I think boy say last time I make say ya to ya we end up taking the Ubimpe.
Okay.
Mama can be a bed in Kakra.
In our keep Spain from Sakai, the Omo Penomafa.
But what myself. But once it comes back to baby, ye training sessions, I mean, your camps, what kind of kind of mind soccer you want. If it's really developed to the standards that players in the bath pitches, maybe be okay. You beat me a rival, some of the top players that you person before my. But because someone say, ye listen, man, into most of the time, no say. Be a national team career na equal form baby and sometimes na be on my but I have always I had this conversation with Dinketia years ago and I'm catching said Ghana here striker and I'm catching so the nyabutre ibu de be and I'm really glad so but at some point hopefully no so with me banners and World Cup na kebebo e benya better options and this animal and it will be really good for us.
Quarter final so for go final
So some many years of
na since when
na so for na can so for
na since when I was so for prophecy we gidi
let me say the bad say we go find now
okay a bear there
Mikel Antonio ne what to say meaning so you play out training
me ado start training crown yade
okay
say no ya pa nyame ado
all right
yeah
and yeah no catch appearance ya fino Mike
no Ghana 3-4 weeks ago. I'm so excited about next month until back.
Yeah, about one link yeah.
Yeah, and then the Jumana Suka crazy. No, I'm sorry.
Say major deals be Ohana.
For why?
Send the players he doesn't.
Michael there. They be a week or someone. Or a big deal with the summer. But yeah, I'm better.
Okay.
A big deal. Some money who be but me to can once once.
And maybe Matete.
Hey.
Atete.
Only 20 now.
No.
Atete. Oh, but Ayana, it feels good. Say, Uncle Freddie, Appias and Tony Appianum. You know, these are they because I celebrate Ghanaians who are representing us very well. Say, you know, we have Ghanaians who broke out $1 million deals in the Premier League, in major leagues. Last time say Donald Trump call Bank of America International on the president Ghana new. Oh, some very good Ghanaians who are doing very well. But I say for them saying like the biggest deal by Jeremy from Port deal no to say
no so you Ghana ni.
Oh, you Ghana ni. Born on my but you Ghana ni. So once any parent in Ghana and they qualify straight to be.
Okay.
So we so bet me akona sha ma Pakistan so bet you am and it just on your Ghana.
If I said the say local coach and now a foreign coach.
Okay,
if I said the say one day.
Local.
Why you did him find.
Local for Odinking.
I said the say.
Local Odinking.
If I said the say Mobaka so a local coach and a foreign coach.
Odinking.
He is never a local coach.
Now then you guys are good ready to Ghana.
Oh yeah.
But they say some big Ghana as say ya some baba for no matter
some be asinsi some yes
say no say mo be decide be obeko
okay we decide be
on be decide be opeso ko ba Ghana nipa
they say I don't know Trump by America for no way one go take the 2 passports no o come as some America passport no me mom say na then I call Ghana so my passports away America o yi kire na or the American passport not to any usually say umbe we into the okay well yemreno but and if I bought for the bread now we are so saying nyame ado match na Dr. Safoji Benese yahwe ensem nim so e wo honom but whichever we could Freddy your bomb Samba boys say Samba Academy I understand that said last say na 2 boys score Chelsea ne
any Wolverhampton no yeah
wow
yeah
to say you saying
you so you better announce deals maybe next week or next 2 Europe into the year to be can
I think it tells the kind of trust the system has in you guys say Ghana Premier League you player grandma nko second division third league 1 or you but Macadam if it's starting you are making deals with Chelsea, Wolverhampton. It tells that and then mami answer about then momo players na appeal to
we have structures what we've done is your scouts omo Ghana hanoma you omo ka on a monthly basis players in BBR and what we've done so say when the teams in the crowd and sometimes you former players we make sure say everyone will be a waton might be a problem biama not thirdly we you can poor because you see academy na same way it's a camp every month be for about 4 or 5 days and your coaches will have no more mention me bad na
okay
yeah because every year be any A2 tournaments you invite scouts and as a head of recruitments from clubs in Europe I mean you be back the next one you be in October so what we've done is you start a campaign a crowd that into every 2 months be and me ba na be sessions in the BBR na you get home ready and because we go for the best once you play player profiling into regardless of how good you are so on fit your profile na crowd na foul and how good you are so fit your profile no so an ya foul you need team na negotiate na ya BBI or CBR now I've talked about the technicalities of the game Until what we do is in regards to coaching methods in the BBR, you should play and see bit me a bois, not your designing training sessions are based around some of our best players, not bringing the best out of them before tournaments in the big draw, you be more Mabama European clubs in the so home.
Wow. Yeah. See, player no crowd be appeal to Omo.
Oh yeah.
Because of the kind of training I'm doing akumu.
Yeah, Omaduani D, Momonta the shame, Omunina, you make it sure. Omunsu is someone of the type of water is someone of the BBR. Oh yeah, amount in Zoo also one in a day. Omaduani is some of the portions is some of the BBR.
Wow.
Yeah.
Andy. So we know Bankuna also what did Ebiga San Francisco as a Munta repeat and not the repeat. Who did it?
So then I just saw a bobo.
But it should tell you something.
What is a coach or montarism?
Nantarism, they are not ever home. And I want to mama daddy.
Wait,
but Mammy Bisa coach Maninka and found we are not going to send me
coach. Bisa.
Nothing Bisa.
Oh, sorry, no, my dear. About Mr. So, Mammy, dear, Sir, any day.
Good
Ghana Premier League. Babes and next shirts and idea, you're signing at the mount. So, who free team no more? Or maybe kiss or some major one, Jessica, nobody are
babes.
Babes, nay, Ebia. Shirts out the bay training now.
Babe Nazin yellow. Yeah,
chemobia.
How does that work?
They are somehow share JC, Ebia 1-2 out the training. Now, so be free team no more. On be for 40,000, say, babe, me JC now, wash our sweat or Muhi or Muji, I know what they are more before Fraba. Now, more the mouse or Munya, you know, so, or my cranium of France, Nyamai, Chairman. A bit 10 years in your man. Exactly what are we doing? And the America said, "They are Ghana, yeah, with all due respect, is it football? So they compare the Amoya and football, and I say the body."
It comes back to the business side of the game, which Honda, because movie Branameboa. But say you best sign player, Natado, the training throughout the whole season, you be a budget there. I mean, name what clubs that does it, but on human. So we require a shout out, and the movie there, and a hard drink a crack. Yeah.
Now maybe about Montadi Shim now must say no
sponsored by Adidas. Internal Adidas, tracksuits, training kits.
Ghana team then always sponsored by Adidas. Premier League for the great sponsor. Okay.
Big internal. Yeah, sponsored by Adidas. Training kits, almost socks, and obviously social media is really important to us. And because you have videos, my players in internet and training sessions be recorded.
Okay.
Your matches be recorded. No, video analysis no, because what we tend to do is say player be and say you try to be every game be 2 or 3 cameras be focus on one player. Said the bear you be church and maybe you could have done better. Need no knock on the training sessions and many idea on my IDPs no.
Okay.
I'm on the said last time I make no.
Okay.
So that's what we tend to do. Yeah.
Andy, I'm a job Ghana.
I'm so excited that.
So we said Baba so which Abana.
I just said me the number be more normal free because I was scouts in the question and normally compare your profile and answer. As we speak in the under 16s and under 18s in Kwani academy already, we go down to under 12s and under 14s. Okay. But what we want to do is under 12s and for instance, if you free Kumasi because academy no bomb pattern, you need free Kumasi. You bought regional regional academy teams or mobile training waha into a 7 age no mudru age on betime free mama no papa monche and sani academy one.
Wow. That's different level.
Yeah.
Different level. Now my academy no more you know. Say Coach Freddie mo ni
they understand the game.
Big.
Okay, the coaching in there say okay because boy young, especially the young coaches na them.
Yeah.
And today Amaka say I think we've gotten to a level where we need to give these young guys chance to also come into the coaching because I acquire the same also. I'm not saying they are not good, but I think that you two have got something to really bring into the fore.
In fact, Coach Freddie is someone can be brain. They are related very well. They say also one day my Coach Freddie do come and Coach Freddie do Coach 15 Dr. Safo Jesse or Coach Freddie do Chelsea training no. Or say near dreams is for Chelsea coach no complete. Was that sometimes being on the fence and it being there no a different kaka. Me a chance with George Boateng.
Okay.
Other George Boateng, we are seeing my critical of him Panam Cup.
Yeah, sure.
And I'm saying iPad do come out. You could talk yes, and yes, na Michelle no yi iPad no no se kankam matini nyina ho na enye boni so but we plan training sessions and in fact oyi kire me no sessions on be players are also more focusing on one yi ni nyina kire me na yoga na so okan na so me dey compare the Premier League coaches
obi ani iPad ampa
enye iPad tambe
Chairman omo ni iPad
enye iPad
obi also iPad
but just having the iPad software now coach mu be use so
na say ba woni iPad
these are some of the sessions
okay Chairman yam fra coaches obi ava ne de mra ne ewe wo be hu de basic room
to yi no
targets ni
okay Chairman coach de ni o adwuma wa ye nyina wa ha na ye de ba ya yen chai level
ye de ne coaches no ya na ahokyere zu wo mu o software ya ye ken
Chairman Ghana coaches in Tuam can use players for baby.
I say Tuam can use players, but they can say it be a software. It's sometimes me problem with a lot of our coaches, and it be my own kufu, and I have a serious problem with them. You network. I say you may radio yeah, but you network. Also say offer them for you high. Chinebu far out in so better for offer. Seven predators. Me go play England this year. Just for fun, very good friend. But some Manchester, but some Chelsea, maybe I'm some maybe I'm who you coach or you money coaching. Who also some coach or teach my home one, I teach my home one. Who the only be a father and phobia because every crowd better father phobia could Freddie better sendo up now open could better sendo be say be up when me should be how this how we use it now because say your money we are sending Kobe Biu.
Exactly,
and then Ignacio assistant coach of Sudan. So you know why a child go champion yes I do free Sudan kwa. Sudan for me can send you one assistant. It take over. And yes I crowd but send a team crowd Sudan one idea. Tanzania and all those places. No coaching. So now they all na oko
se mo iPad
yeah but unse
me say some one can coach me
coach kasa
unse designing a session no doesn't necessarily need an iPad and I say phone and IBS audio
what the pen paper
of course
yes
you know I mean who be access to iPad as and man bit me use but me can personally I prefer me draw on paper so as I'm just no who dey was me I said last time say Yamal 100 footballs near my 1,000 cones. Kwana say when you coach and you coach regardless because who the other cones no crap.
Exactly.
And Yamal 1 football near my 2 cones. Kwana sometimes we beat in their sessions.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is I will say your coach is now knowledge of the game no better. Now mutimi edi training and kola no better than we have today. And yes your coach no kwana ekofo.
Coach yeah that's it. You heard him say there you say
I read some nice questions.
Can you me adum na nkas na ye ya kamba parade nya.
You champion para ye bu.
Me go pere. Me interest bi ahwa.
Na ani ko Liverpool parade ni. Parade na.
We careful. All right, and tonight on the BKB show, it's only 7 p.m. Trent, Yamal bi Andy Casillas and Zueratu Suraj and I think about in your bani Kamunia or no Kutiba no Kuti Kurano. Also, GD say Nyamia Semno, a case of where German Kamufona, Edi Humfaso. Na dinti okay Casano, Nina Babisa or Church and be Brimu. And 7 p.m. our YouTube, the BKB show. Now, quick one, SF kakre bi na ye ntwaso
na ozo ni Bible ni do uso Bible no akora ko school and ese di ka kira no Bible so nyansen fiti ase edi nyamshiro uko Ezekiel chapter 43 verse 4 otumfo nyankopon se u besi asore dan a bana ni hwe ahodo me na ne nyam ye de efiri ba enso bebre ka ase nkremofo so mawia ye enso mawia ya enso to awie no ho so ha ne he de eso ene di koda akora wa ma na hwe ho a o network ne ma di koda ni nyina ye nkremofo
the okay ne Islam
sa na te nkremofo so na ya Bible mu ma ene nkremofo ni di emu aduan ni ja o so te shi ni ta o yafuru yare enti aya no msa kakra enso obi ha wa fa ne se sa asam no nti okono msa kora nya hwe ensa no kora no e kasa kire wo no ma no ahafo ma wo shuti As I said, we saw about heavy with the we are not known so to say we are working to report. Now, we are Solomon Yan Sanibia, all the condom corded, and a driver for shoe, and a passenger, and I'm so here about why family plan and come Hannah for Yamaha or body park.
Okay.
From Edinburgh, you know, I'm starting to share flyer. I may share trailer. I say I just can't wait. I just can't. Yeah.
Was it onum sana no reform. Na the people bizarre go have now always duty. Very interesting, and 7 p.m. 7 p.m. now. From next month, no, because I'm for the request about the BKB show, no, Fridays and Wednesdays. Yeah, the Wednesdays we come home. Until you say you were in say, for instance, the part 1, part 2, no, TBA part 1 about Friday, part 2 about Wednesday. Until any Genesis Productions, any say you beat me. I am a Bibia Akosusa auntie, and until next 7 p.m. on the BKB show, 7 p.m. And it's Zui Ratu Suraj. And obviously, I'm way back on Kahona. Yeah, sorry, sir.
Now, I don't buy me to go. Who's your Bible? No, I could have go school and they say they can't share the Bible. So, Nansen Fitty, I said, Eddie, I'm sure. Who got Ezekiel chapter 43, verse 4. Or 2 4 young couple say, Uber, see, sorry, Diane. But I need share, I heard him in the name a free bar. And so maybe they can't send creme for Sumeria and Sumeria. And so time you know, so honey heard it. And then you quote that what I want, man, her while. Or network and them, you quote that in I and creme for.
No can Islam.
Sarah, and creme of Sumanaya Bible woman and then creme of funny dear will be an Nija home. So, she little Yafu Yadianti. I am a Sakakra. And so, how fun is say. That's a woman into your economic Sakura. Yahweh. And Sano Kurano, a Casachera, one man or her from our duty. As I said, we saw about heavy with the baby. We are not known so to say we are working to report. Now, we are Solomon Yan Sanibia, all the condom corded, and a driver for shoe, and a passenger, and I'm so here about why family plan and come Hannah for Yamaha or body park.
Well, tonight, 7 p.m., the BKB show. On YouTube and the opacity and now call on YouTube and was searching the BKB show now was subscribing to the channel we free so you just subscribe now turning on notification there is a bell no always turning on the very moment I call live piano that's a new notification so that you can join me say I'm on for join there you need an say and you can see as the live commentary of all the league games about this weekend. And as usual, said in Darling Paul, Everton say Ghana Premier League the more day. Say we are on the home stretch. Inti every say the BCA call. Say Nations FC, Baby and the Gold Stars, Heart of Lions, Asante Kotoko. Everyone in between Aja League, no, and one seminar. Yet, but don't forget Menapa Royal Guest House. Menapa Royal Guest House. It will shim. Oshimno Barakesi Road no Barakesi Kwenimo from Abreport Junction now do when you Busheng Abreport now to also Okwa Udu Oshima in fact School Junction no so no Udu Oshim School Junction no for Unifaso Kamo Dr. Grace Bodu the hospital names are now ko wanima o de koten ko bi so bedu T Junction bi aha ho na obehu Udu T Junction and in Sabunkum so na Menapa Royal Guest House ewo Menapa Royal Guest House biaya ope baby adam wasoma jo wi ase ankasa no to da ma shefia che ono dofo wo be che decide say mo call for a getaway mo pe baby akwa mo asum bedwo mo kakra enti Menapa ebeboa sanso ena mo ye weddings number some call honeymoon ni bibia Menapa place abutimi akonoma kojojo mo ho enso enya no nko ebia mo ye friends oba some call weekend bi nam go so baby nam go jimani eno so Menapa ye wo apartments nso ho apart from say hotel no your apartments be a 2 bedroom 3 bedroom ni nyina enso bi ho ebia offering kran e ba na baby offering abeso oba say omo be faw your shuttle about the foul. Menapa number is 0544 88 2772 0544 2772. And your menapa, your 24-hour security service, your very spacious car park, so event, some at the year wedding reception, wedding parties, some year party bia a year any bibiano, some bibiano, your car park is here, between a funny 5,000, no matter how big our way in the city, your 24-hour security service, your 24-hour light, and I'm saying your plant, it's how you do light the whole Ghana cry, a whole light. Obabe dawa DSTV enko yes baby a abranche bi ko die say you doom light so plant no say dey bi nko na ada onti nipa no so so plant na aboka di de sum nim sa o wa no go fa papa na dey wi ehunu bi brand na je we dey oda dem na wu enye bi asem na ye ka hotel a oda ho a ye num light ho what I say DSTV si so 24/7 when ni menapa royal guest house. And the answer now, because your number of messages are yenya kakra WhatsApp no so na ye sorry so WhatsApp messages my men come from kakra because okay Obibini now or live from London. I say all the shot meaning say minyan right there but I don't know. I say where is Shibdila home fano intina oba Shibla okoi meetings no broso or your meetings do or them call UK no your meetings you call answer no your meetings you go more US or your meetings call Mexico call Colombia and easy your meetings na ma just na kwa no na be doing na no na the doctors so mujeja so no doctors be 20 ni jan so mo Shibdila san ho betonenti and then Shibdila manti yamon pa nyame adman next week but Shibdila Chelsea will kill Manchester United today. Keep up your good works. Pure Sports from Georgia Patasi. Georgia, thanks so much. Ni Daku, right? Idaku, yes. Idaku. Yenche Idaku for so Idaku Enterprise. Patasi, I say good morning, Chamo, all the team and all the team. Hope the money man Shibdila will be on air today. Sadly, and they went to me and Mama. So send also do Dinka because you the part of friend. I also good morning. I'm Gideon and I'm listening to you live on Starboy Barbering Shop. Okay, Starboy Barbering Shop. Yeah, Chubi Ubia. Yeah, now Barbering Shop for top high. Okay, congratulations to Barcelona for winning the league. Also for the account. I'm Stephen Godsway from Asankregwa. Lamine Yamal is the best player currently. Good morning, BKB. Please, do you have to win the Champions League before you can win Ballon d'Or? Rodri won it without winning the Champions League. Agreed. In general, how it goes. Also, Chairman, we are live at JK Phones, Patasi, inside the paparazzi building. Hey, Christian. There's one for this one. No, Kaba Christian Barcelona. Christian Barcelona. Dominic from KJTR Room was please. The show is loud and clear here, and Maxwell should talk more about Lamine Yamal, Barcelona for Libya. Watching you live from Ghent, Belgium. Greetings to Pure Sports team and keep up the good work. Amofa Chiapa. Nyan Chama mo police headquarters central ni baby I say baby abefebia munyina muti Pure show no yeda munyina masakan come is Dembele all the way. Yami Yamal doesn't respect Real Madrid at all. We have the evidence saying if Madrid score 1, he will score 2. And if he was in Ghana, he will be writing Wasi this year. And you, the small boy, you don't respect. You don't respect elders. Joshua with them say, hey, Bruno Mubu Nadeka. With the pains. With the pains now. Remember the pains now. Don't forget, we won the La Liga yesterday. It's Madrid. Anka Andy has blown the trumpet. Da. All right, Yate. I know the bounce one for the and so Anka. Good morning, boss. I'm Austin Ken from Enugu State, Nigeria. I'm excited listening to you guys here in 042 Enugu State. More fire. All right, Chairman. Now that La Liga is over, please ask your pundits if they had to choose their best player of the season, who would they pick? Is it not obvious? I'm sure that the best play of the season will be completed for by 3 Barcelona players. Okay, Mbappe is a key. But top 4, maybe Mbappe back 4th. Pedri 3rd. And I Pedri 3rd. Rafinha 2nd. Yamal. The boy wonder. 1, okay. Andy, is your boy Isaiah Mwako from Adansi Dumpasi. Please wish my mom a happy birthday for me, Madam Linda Ofori. Madam Linda Ofori, Oba Isaiah, I'll see and wish you a happy birthday, baby. I will be into the memo continue on wedding. Coach Malik Jabir has coached Good Shepherd School team before in the early 2000s. I perfectly agree with BKB. Well, okay, about then I make about say Susana. I mean those times this is Sakra and check crowd be brave about 20 years ago. Oh, now these coaches no copy that level no coaching. It was helping the schools, but sadly, I'm saying no. Yaya Mana Bibi ho. And I am in an birthday. Yeah. And I am in an birthday. Jonath can come bodu. Jonath can come bodu. Yeah. Now everyone say, "Are sending me video way? Born again. Me baprekope. Born again. I would in about to be. Yeah.
See, Akrano on the Godfather new.
Akrano. Your friend Jonath. Now, Oswani ye. No one you know.
5 years.
5 years today. But say, this is Jonath.
I have 5 years in there.
This is Jonath. Yes, Jonath. A happy birthday. Yamema kotinti ma hodin. Na fomfra dum kwadum. Jonath kankan bodu.
Yeah.
Aye. And the birthday. And you see us.
Someone at your message we.
And okay, for message no answer.
As Chamo owes me Ramat for a year, 365 days. Potoji. You guys should chop some for me. Why?
Potoji.
Maxwell.
Potoji.
Why you there be a baby Ramat?
Many Potoji na kwa bet. Potoji bet no. This is way here. You should be here to receive the thing.
Okay. Only had the.
There be now representatives were how.
There be
or rest were high. No, to a debut on my man wa.
But this can not a man. Yes, sir.
There be the Ramat. We go to Ramat.
Okay.
It's the Potoji baby. So much Potoji picture man.
Okay. Also, yeah, me send no.
Send there for him.
That
just send me so the picture do
so
Bagano only 1 year. We didn't the
I ask now, Betty.
For don't you Liverpool?
Ask now, Bet who got to be annual win.
Now to end Bomba Masim your kind. Also, no. The reason why I'm not Madrid near Arsenal also because on Madrid. The reason why I'm Madrid near Arsenal not supporting Madrid, they say Arsenal on pem. Now on no pass was a bet. Na ebi afa na niso ama de Arsenal ko wram no ohebo ni bi the betting ko muni no sa aka no nkwa na bi aka Arsenal nhyɛ wan go bi no ni 10 billion a ko muni no
no Godfather number bi o pen just wo de opposite de bi ehwiri
na only time na be omunko ayi ba ko da o
za boy na
omunko ba bi ba ko da o
I say good morning please why do football want to change because of Lamine Yamal? Now, you wanted to tell us that Lamine has had a good season than Dembele per goals and assists. So Lamine is better than Dembele because of statistics. Very Buffalo, Bantama, and Odeaba, Nimdia, but
goals and assists.
Born and Casabrantian, very good, very good. Nimdia, but whichever way. BKB, conflict of interest is ruining our age and our junior national teams. No coach should have a dual appointment. That is, coach a club and a national team at the same time. No coach should do that. The spirit of fair monitoring and selection is eliminated because of this practice. Kokulabi. And so the Nyami Odumachina. Ohiba free dakwa na konta eda form na yenye ba ko ka enyo hebe free dakwa ho na yape kwabe ediama eye akonta na ewum se emu odin de but obenden he for buansi nyame yadoma chena ewo eye Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses ewo patasi ena jumedino baso enti enyina yenhya nenso na oyeba free da kwa ne sister didino obransia budino would dino na
okay nidini
sister the dafo this is the kunu the dafo so it's the kunu the dafo
ekuensia nyakombo ensia ewo conference teaching hospital
yes
yeah ti ekunu ene Hayford Boensia nyame ya admachina yakopene krabe German na bedi no refi baako mame fama wansa no so wanka saoba Said Kovacic ena ya Said Kovacic bedi
hey Said international organizer
ena ya Said bedi ti enche Said Kovacic a happy birthday Said Kovacic ayejuma from AFCON last year
Abojuma
yes,
happy birthday
Said Kovacic
and so and Mr. Eric Prince Amwa and Prince Eric Amwa makonta etnane mame da fom malizi eyene baso of Mesako boat enti Eric na yonko for ni eyinyina Eric nso bokwai abrantie pa kese baako enti oyekatachi enti akatachi fori nyina wonko tire kachi emra yepe kwabe malizi me amenya ba matena nso o system nim na sene da fom no enti echina enya asem ketwa kra okay and gracias na birthday me fa we ntwam Trent na ye mami Prophet Samuel Trent me say me fa di ma de mami san chance na and gracias so you say echina Dr. Safo Jeba medical ka say echina your doctor baako no why research into sports science akọ Real Madrid ene enyina na echina ene ne ba twonkobo ewo jibadi nso so enti echina so no enya asem keto akra
nice one
enyina ensha so now a very special happy birthday to Prophet Samuel Nana Amwating of Blessed Hand of God International Ministry, Tema Community 5. Prophet, and your birthday. Happy birthday. Nyame enkro odio dituma kesiepa ne nsawo musono bakono no Prophet Samuel Nana Amwating, Tema Community 5. Blessed Hand of God International Ministry. Prophet, happy birthday to you. Nyame ma kotenting omo ahoden nakoso ye na dwuma no na jiakra ema erade ahini no. Nyame shaw na onto nkwanem. Happy birthday. Okay, gracias.
Na yenchia enijie Key Faith Club also mutie show no webu akwa TK International School ti enijie Key Faith Club fo nyina yechia mo yene mo anako pure peace work no dem asese bia so no mo ikoso amutie pure FM na ebusafo eni nkomo sisi na menchira o sei unu se polytank no da bia meka ho aseme de chiro se papa no de eno any polytank eba water source so be kranso nko ade a over 30 years ni generations abanyina no ehunu sampa polytank no a and also be abobodin emanence etimi kabisa hotel and wesi apartment wesi wankasa ofie anase empo school bi and wesi bedan bi anase ba bia obehia nsuo bi an make sure say eba storage ne nko ade polytank and abe use na polytank say many mistake bia because with a polytank no you guaranteed of a quality and dear pa na wo twen de tene say kroma say obi po de ubone na ohunu say unim de wo pa ehɔ no de afa no de ahyew e de ba wo miawa ni baba de say obe use a polytank bia papa na polytank say omo the same price e wo across a country omo partner shops ni nyina no omo price no ye pe enti say rumble hupu sumo anase super sumo